Hello children, how are you? Fine? Good morning to all of you. How are you all doing? Doing good? You're all reading the lessons well? Sure? Today also we are going to have yet another grammar class. Okay. Do you all have your textbooks with you? Some of you don't have. Take your textbooks and a pencil too. You have to write down the answers when the teacher says to do. Will you do? Very good. Okay. So before starting the class, let us do a small activity. Will you do that? Okay. In the class, we are able to do many activities, right? Before starting the class or in between the class. Nowadays, we are not getting time and space to do the activities through these classes, right? But teacher will ask you to do something very small activity, only standing up and all. That's all, okay? So when I ask you to do, you just repeat it along with me. Will you do? Ready? Very good. All of you, please stand up. Yes, very good. Raise your hands. Hands down. Hands up. Hands down. Sit down. That's all. How do you feel now? Very energetic. So with that energy, we are getting into a class today. Today, teacher is going to take the lesson number 12, future tense. You have already studied present tense and the past tense, right? Did you study? The teachers taught you. Whether you studied or not, we are not sure of. You have to study, my dear children. Tenses are very, very important, right? So unless and until you are not learning the tenses properly, you won't be able to use grammar correctly and you won't be able to use correct sentences also. So it is very, very important. Future tense is very easy. If you have already learned present and past properly, it's very easy to follow future tense. It's very easy. Present tense you already learned? Yes? Do you know the structure of present tense? How do you make a sentence in present tense? Just refresh your mind and tell me. Subject plus verb. Very good. But what form of the verb will you use? V1. First form of the verb or verb root or root form of the verb. Right? But when the subject is singular, what will you do? If the subject is singular, what will you do? You have to add an S or yes, right? Do you remember? Very good. So he writes. He writes a letter. They write a letter. Is it clear, my dear children? The teacher has already taught you this, but I am just reminding you the things, okay? Then when you come to past tense, what's the structure of past tense? Subject plus V2. V2 means the past form of the verb, right? So the same sentence you can change it into past tense. How will you say? He, what's the past tense of write? It is wrote. Will you write roads? No. No, don't write roads. It is wrong, okay? It is wrong to write roads because past tense has only one form. Past tense has only one form. Okay. So it is only wrote. Clear? They wrote, he wrote, I wrote, she wrote, etc. So this is present tense and the past tense. So today we are going to learn about future tense. And present tense are actions that are going on at the time of saying present. Past means actions that are already happened. They are all over, right? Completed actions. So one more time reference is there. What is it? Future tense. So what is future tense? Verbs in the future tense describe actions that are expected to take place later time or in the future. Is it clear? Future means in the coming time only those actions are going to or expected to be taken place. Expected to take place in the coming days or in the coming time. Not at the present time. Not at the present moment. Is it clear, children? Future, we are all very anxious about future, no? What is going to happen next? What will happen tomorrow? When will our schools open? So we are very anxious. So that particular tense or time reference is indicated by the tense what? Future tense. Indicated by future tense. Is it clear, my dear children? So future tense describes actions that are expected to take place later or in the future time. It's very clearly written in the textbook also. For example, I will buy a new camera next week. So here I have written the verb will buy, which is a verb in the sentence, not buy alone. You have to be very careful in that also. When you are asked to find out the verb in this particular sentence, what is the verb? It is not buy alone, it is will buy. Clear? And so I will buy a new camera next week. Look at that, there is a time reference. Next week means today? No. Yesterday? No. Next week is going to happen only. I will buy a camera. I want to take some wonderful photos. So I want a new camera. So I am going to buy it next week. Look at the second sentence. My father will visit my sister in Mumbai in January. Now it is month of November only. So my father is going to visit my sister in January, right? So it is also an action that is going to happen in the future time. So my father will visit my sister in Mumbai in January. Did you understand, my dear children? So all these actions are going to happen only. So this also you should learn this by heart. Okay, structure of future tense. What is the structure? Subject plus will plus root form of the main verb. That is V1. Root means what? From a root only the plants grow, right? Like that, we can make other forms of the verb from the same root. That's why it is called the root form of the verb. So from the word buy, you can form will buy, buys, bought, is bringing, are bringing. All other forms are made from the root form of the main verb. That is why it is called the root. Don't think that it is a living thing and is it a plant? Is the verb a plant? No, not like that. Okay. Why it is called the root form? From that particular word only we are making all other forms of the verb. Is it clear? So what's the structure of future tense? Subject plus will plus V1. So in the simple way you can just say like that. Subject plus will plus V1. In the text, when we were students, when the teacher was a student, our teachers taught us that you can use shall or will. There was a difference between shall or will. So we learned like that. Now you don't have to learn like that. You can use will with all the subjects. So we learned that you have to use I. We have to use shall with I, we and you. Teachers learned like that. Now it is gone. So in the modern grammar, they say that you can use will with all the subjects. So there won't be any confusion. I will, he will, you will, she will, they will. Is it clear? So that is why it is subject plus will plus V1 or root form of the verb. So what is the structure of future tense? Say along with me, subject plus will plus V1. Is it clear? What's the function of future tense? They describe actions that are expected to take place at a later time or in the future. Okay, fine. Now take your textbooks, please. Page number 37, exercise A. So in the textbook, I have in the box it is given there. No, you have to read and learn it. The same thing teacher has already explained. So now we are going to do the exercises. Ready? Do you have your pencils with you? Yes? Very good. So first sentence. What's the first sentence? Rewrite the following sentences in the future tense. So I do my homework regularly. Future tense. Whenever you hear that particular word, what should come to your mind? The structure of future tense. What's the structure of future tense? Will plus V1. Will plus V1. So what should be changed into future tense? The verb should be changed into future tense. You cannot change I. You cannot change homework. You cannot change my. Nothing cannot be changed. Only the verb can be changed into the future tense. For that, what should you know? You should know what's the verb. Which is the verb in that particular sentence. If you are not able to identify the correct verb, will you be able to change it into future tense? So my dear children, please go through the lesson verbs also and then do tenses. Is it clear? So here the verb is do. So how will you change it? Say, do will change to will do. Very good. So how will you write the sentence? I will do my homework regularly. Is it correct? Check. Yeah, I will do my homework regularly. I will do my homework regularly, right? Can you see it? I will do my homework regularly. Is it clear? Second sentence. Sajal and Raman play together in the evening. They are very simple sentences because all the sentences have only one word, verb. Okay, verb contains only one word, I think. So it's very easy to do. So here Sajal and Raman play together in the evening. Which is the subject in this sentence? Sajal and Raman. Singular or plural? It is a plural subject. Why? There are two persons. Clear. So the verb is plural. Play. Play is plural, right? So that is why it is given as play, not plays. So how will you change it? Sajal and Raman will play together in the evening. Yes. You have to write the answers now itself. Sajal and Raman will play together in the evening. Right? Okay. Write the answers. Write down the answers, my dear children. Sajal and Raman will play together in the evening. So here, do has changed to will do and play has changed to will play. Right? So here it is will do. From present tense, what is the tense of the verbs given in the sentences? Is it present tense or past tense? That also you should know. It is present tense. Do is in the present tense. Play is also in the present tense. Now we have changed it into future tense. So all these things should come to your mind. Otherwise, no use studying in tenses and verbs. Okay. What is present tense? What is past tense? What's the difference between the two? What's the structure of all these verbs? Structure of all these tenses? Everything should come to your mind. Okay. Fine. So go to the third sentence. We go to school by bus. Right? So what is the answer? Yeah. Here the verb is go. Clear? Present tense. So how did you change? How will you change it? Will go. Clear? So we will go to school by bus. Okay, we have to wait for many days, no, to come to school by bus, right? Yes, my dear children. So fourth sentence, they finish their work on time. Clear? So which is the verb here? Finish. Which is the subject? They. They singular or plural? They is plural. So that's why it is finish, not finishes. Clear? So how will you change it? How will you write it into future tense? They, will finish their work on time. Is it right? Yes, you said it correctly. They will finish their work on time, at the correct time. Okay, that's the meaning of it. Sentence number 5. I have pineapple juice after lunch. Do you have a pineapple juice after lunch? Do you take? Not every day. Okay. So here what is the verb? You may have a confusion here. Here the verb is have. Have has got two meanings. Here have is used as a main verb. Have is used as a main verb. Okay, main verb. I think the teacher might have taught you main verb and helping verbs in the present tense. Okay, so main verb. It is not at all used as a helping verb. Here it is used as a main verb because the sentence does not have any other verb. Here what is the meaning of have means? I will have means I am keeping a glass of pineapple juice in my hand. That's the meaning. Is that the meaning in the sentence? No, I drink. What's the meaning here? I drink pineapple juice after lunch, or I take pineapple juice after lunch. Okay, the have has got another meaning, eat or drink. Eat or drink. Here the word have is used as a main verb and it has the meaning drink. Here it is not eating. Can you eat pineapple juice? No, you can only drink. So here the meaning is drink. I drink a pineapple juice. So how will you change it? I will have pineapple juice after lunch. Is it correct? It's very good. I will have pineapple juice after lunch. It's very good to take a juice after lunch. Yes. Sentence number 6. Chicks hatch out of eggs. Okay, chicks come out of eggs. Hatch out means what? Come out of eggs. You might have seen that. Okay, you ask your parents. Okay. Chicks hatch out of eggs. Here what is the verb? Hatch. Right? So how will you change it? Chicks will hatch out of eggs. So how will you change the sentence? Chicks will hatch out of eggs. Okay. Fine. So take the next page. There are two more sentences. Sentence number 7. We walk in the park in the morning. We walk in the park in the morning. How will you change it? Here what's the verb? Walk is the verb. Walk is the verb. Okay. So we walk in the park in the morning. How will you change it? We will walk in the park in the morning. Very good. So we will walk in the park in the morning. Right? Yes, very good. Then the last sentence, Rupali and Sanya do their homework neatly. Are you doing your work neatly? Teachers have to find out whether you are doing it neatly or not. Please do it neatly, my dear children. Rupali and Sanya do. Here which is the verb? Do. So how will you change it? Will do. So how will you change the sentence? Rupali and Sanya will do their homework how? Neatly. Check the answer. Rupali and Sanya will do their homework neatly. Very good. I hope all of you have written all the 8 sentences in your answers in your textbook. How many of you haven't completed? Some of you haven't written correctly, neatly. You have to check the answers once again and make the necessary corrections. Okay, spelling, full stop, capital letters, everything you should be very careful. Okay, fine. So shall we move on to the next exercise? This is not given in the textbook. If you want, you can write down in the notebook itself and just say the answers. Okay, match column A with column B. This is column A and this is column B. Here teacher has written some verbs, column A. They are all in the present tense, V1 form. You have to match it into the future tense form. Can we do? It's very easy. Comes, present tense, singular verb. So how will you write in the future tense? Yeah, absolutely. What's the answer? Will come. Right? What's the answer for right? How will you write it in the future tense? Yeah, will write. Very good. Think. Yeah, will think. Ask. Ask is not there. I have written 2 times. Okay, think I have written 2 times. You change it as ask. Will ask. So ask, will ask. Walk, will walk. Is it clear, my dear children? So how will you change a particular verb into future tense? If it is walked also, if it is given the past tense also, there is no change in the future form. But you should think of V1. If it is wrote, if the verb is given as wrote, you are not supposed to write will wrote. Many of you make mistake like that. Not will wrote. So how will you write? It is will write. So you should be able to identify that wrote is in the past tense. So I have to change it into the present tense. So what's the present form of wrote? Write. So then it will come as will write. Lot of actions should happen inside your brain. So that is why grammar becomes difficult for you. This is not a funny thing. It's something serious. Tenses and verbs. Okay. You form the base very strong in the primary classes. Otherwise, it is going to be very difficult when you go to the higher classes. Will you do, my teacher? It's for your own sake I am saying, repeatedly saying. Okay. So you do the verb. Okay. So when you get a verb, whether it is present tense, whether it is singular, whether it is in the past tense, everything should come to your mind. When you read a lesson, when you have a lot of lessons in grammar and reader, whatever be the subject, no problem. When you read a lesson, when you read a sentence, try to identify the verb, try to identify the subject, what kind of noun it is, what kind of verb it is. That is how you have to learn. Teachers cannot give you all the details in this 30 minutes class. So you have to do some work. Okay. So whenever you get a sentence, try to identify this verb is this tense. Okay, this is a subject, or this is a noun, or this type of noun is that. It is an uncountable noun, it is a countable noun. Like that, you try to learn. So then studying is going to be very funny also. Okay, will you do? Yes. So it was a very small portion. So this is your assignment. Use the future tense forms of the verbs given in brackets to fill in the blanks. There are 5 sentences. Write down the answers in your notebook. The answers are given in the notes. But my dear children, don't look for the answers in the beginning. Please write down. The parents also, please help them to write down the answers. Check the answers, then only you go for look into the answers. Okay, notebook. Otherwise, it's of no use. So let them do some work. Don't just copy the answers. So make them write down the answers, then find out or check out whether it is correct or not. Will you do like that? Yes, very good. So I think the lesson is clear to you. So we will take one more class to finish off the lesson. Thank you for watching. Bye.